That's hard.
That's 5 points right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what we're going to discuss, guys, we're going to discuss some of the things that there are concerns as a school and for you guys too. Now, what are some of the things you worried about having an iPad too? What are some of the concerns?
Losing it.
Okay, lost. Okay.
Breaking it.
Somebody stealing.
Or stealing, same thing, stealing. Okay, anything else that we need to look at? Shh.
You lock your bags and
Virus.
Hmm?
Well, they don't get viruses.
Well, now, my concern is this. What I'm going to do to you guys, most of this stealing has been going on in the locker rooms. Okay? So, number one, you got to protect your iPod. And how you're going to protect it, that's going to be up to you. But I'm going to have a big safe in my room with a lock and key. And if you're concerned about going to PE class or any of your athletic classes, you know, it can happen anywhere. For a lunchroom, you can put it in there and pick it up for me during the day. That will secure you from as far as being stolen. Okay? So one of the things that I'm going to do for you guys, I'm going to have a safe in here. We can lock it up. How many of us had something stolen in the locker room in the previous 3-4 months? Okay? So there is, some people do have nice hands and they will look at it, and trust me, if they see it, they will pick it up. Hopefully we'll get it back. But we have a tracking system that we'll get it, but it might take some time. Another thing is, if you get on the wrong site, that concerns me too, I'll have to suspend you for at least a month. I know they're looking into 4 weeks. So if we find out, the school district is going to find out. And when they find out, you got to suffer the consequences. So that's one thing you got to be very careful with, is you know what sites you can get on, and you know what sites you can't get on. Your parents have internets at home. I mean, it's automatic. So make good decisions. So you got to be very careful with that. So my concern is that we're going to take care of this problem. Okay? If it does get stolen, I recommend you buy the insurance. Right now, I'll know more about it Friday. They're looking between $20 and $30. Okay? And plus, you got to make a report. You just don't say, I lost my iPod, I need a report. You have to make a report. There's going to be steps you got to take. The first thing, you better call me when you lose it. Quick. Call me as soon as you can. That way I can go to the right channel, the right person to talk to and take care of it, okay? Second, a cover. I got to buy a cover by Friday or I don't get my iPad. So I'm going to go to Best Buy today and get an iPad, a cover, because that will protect my iPad. I have a bad habit of dropping my phones, so I better do that for myself, and that's going to be required. I think it should be required. Why do you want to take any chances? And before you get to iPad, before you get it, you're going to have to get an iPad cover. I'm going to go to Best Buy and get it right off the bat. I'm not going to waste time. I'm just going to go get it. So that's going to be required. Insurance is going to be required probably too. I would. You got to have insurance. And I don't know how much it is, but they'll let us know later. On Friday, they're going to let me know all these questions. But security is going to be my biggest concern as far as taking care of your iPad. This is going to be yours for a while. You know, you got to guard it with your life. Okay? I think it's going to be a great tool, but you got to take care of it just like anything else. You know, I never forget my cell phone anywhere, and I never forget it. So that's kind of responsibility I am. You guys are responsible with your cell phones, trust me. So I'm sure you're going to be responsible with the iPad. They're worth about, I figure, $500 to $700. So you got to be very careful. So I advise you to protect them. And then it's not always going to be you might forget it. You will forget it. You got to think quick. You got to think quick where you left it. You got to bring it to school every day too. You have to bring it to school because you will use it in school every single day. Okay? So you have athletics, anything you were concerned about during the day, put in mind, I will have a safe so we can lock it up. Now, don't make it a habit to come first period. Come in the morning, early, and we'll lock it up. And once your athletic period is over or PE classes, I'll get back to you. Because the lockers do sometimes, my basketball players have a bad habit of leaving the locker room open. Okay? And we're going to do a project in my iPad every single day. You will use it to your advantage. It's a great tool to have. I'm excited about it. I get mine Friday, so I'm excited. Yep. Okay? Anybody have any questions about the iPad 2?
What if we're not here Friday?
No, I'm going to get mine.
Oh, but for your lesson or whatever you're doing.
As far as what? Lesson? I'm going to bring it Monday because I get it Friday after school.
Are we getting them on Monday?
I don't know yet. They'll let us know Friday. You guys will get it soon because I have you both semesters. Both semesters. So that's that advantage that we have in my classes. But I'll know more about it Friday. I really don't. They're here, but they don't know how they're going to distribute. They'll let us know Friday. Am I correct? Sarah? So they'll let me know Friday. I'll have it, but they're here. But the thing is going to be, you have to get a cover for it, and you're going to have to get some insurance.
What happens if they do like end up stealing it? So I'm gonna have to be responsible for it.
You have to get a report. You have to make a report, and I don't know how long. It will take a process. You won't get it the next day. It doesn't work that way. It's like when you lose the phone, you got to pay a deductible. There will be a deductible. I'm positive. They won't give you an iPad just like that. There's going to be a deductible you got to pay too. I'm more than 100% sure. But I'll know more about it Friday. Anybody else have any questions on the iPad 2? My requirement is only what? What's one of my requirements? Pass your classes, and what else? Be on time in your classes. That's one of my toughest things that I want. I don't think kids that are failing 5 classes or are tardy every day are being responsible. You got to be responsible in school. That tells me you're prepared for the iPad 2. It's a big responsibility. It's going to be on your hands, not mine. It's up to you guys. Any questions? Okay.
One thing I can tell you about the iPods is there's going to be a fee, a yearly fee, and the last I heard it was going to be $30. So you'll have to pay that, and they're probably going to be getting here in January for you all, when you come back from the holidays. And then you have to buy a cover, and if you go on eBay, you can get them pretty cheap. I bought one a couple weeks ago for $12 on eBay. But they can go as high as $50, $60 depending on what you want. So you should probably, if you're going to buy one online, start looking now so that you can order it.
So we're going to get them until we come back from.
Yes. It's going to be after the holidays. But they're going to require that you have the cover before they'll give it to you.
So
start shopping for that. Yes.
So how long are we going to keep them?
You're going to keep them until you are no longer a student at Roe.
How long is that? 3.5 years?
So as long as you, and you'll have them over the summer too. So it's yours to keep. So if you lose it.
So what if you lose it in the summer?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Well, if you have the insurance, there's an insurance that's optional. At this point, it's optional that they're offering. It's not through the district. It's through an outside company that they found. And the price that they gave us was $32 a year, which I think is pretty cheap for an iPad.
For 3.5 years?
No, well, per year.
Per year.
So it'd be $32 a year. So if you have the insurance and you lose it or it gets stolen, it'll be replaced.
And I'm sure there's going to be deductible, like I said.
I don't know about a deductible on that.
I'm positive. I'm more like now. The other thing that certainly, son, you guys need to understand also is that, you got to be smart about it too. I mean, without a cover, I'll break mine. I wish I could have bought mine on eBay today to have it by Friday, but I wouldn't get it.
But usually on eBay, some of the stuff that you buy is not even good.
Well, they're new covers that you're buying. And we bought one. I bought one for one of our students, and it's fine. It looks just like.
How do I do it? Like for us, we have to get one before, right, for Friday. So I don't have a choice. See, like us, they told us Monday, and they didn't say anything about mine. I mean, I guess I didn't read that.
Yeah, it was at the very bottom. But what I was telling you is maybe if you have a receipt, like if you buy it online, maybe they'll accept that.
Can you call Garcia for me?
We can ask for that, yeah.
But I want to go get it. I mean, 40. I'm just buying it. Yeah. Get out of the way.
What else was I going to tell you? Insurance, and then a yearly fee. Oh, and then if you don't have the insurance and it gets lost or stolen, they have it's like a 3-strike program. First strike, you pay, I think it's $50, and then they'll replace it for you. Second time it happens, you have to pay, I think it's like $150, and then the third time, you don't get an iPad anymore. And what they're saying also is it's possible that if you lose it or it gets stolen, they might replace it with an iPod instead, a lower priced item. So
bottom line is telling you to take care of it.
Yeah, and it's very easy to lose those things. You guys know with phones and stuff. I wish they had an invention for the iPod like they do the phones, where you can keep it on you without having to hold it, so you don't leave it places. So that's an invention that some of you can come up with for the iPad.
But I feel it's going to be a great tool, and the thing I know is going to keep it for 3.5 years. That's good. So we can wait till January, and guess what? You don't have to worry about the summers or nothing. I don't have to worry about that.
So we just keep them until
you graduate.
Yes.
Social networks of love.
They're blocked here at school, but if you, they'll
Wi-Fi?
have wireless access. So if you're in a wireless access area outside of school or at home, you have wireless access, you'll be able to access Facebook.
So we can get on Facebook and all that stuff? Or?
They'll be,
Cool.
you're going, when you're here, you're going through our filter, and right now Facebook is blocked.
Can we download stuff? Or?
I think
Like
so.
games,
I think
like-
it'll allow you to.
Certain things.
Yeah.
Just like games and stuff.
Like
I think it's going to allow you to. What I'm not sure that you're going to be able to do is if you already have iTunes set up at home. I don't think it will allow you to sync it to your iTunes at home. What they're talking about is having syncing stations at the schools, and they're talking about having 3 at the high schools, and then you'll come and when
You
you
can load
get
it.
synced with certain things, because the district will have like a template of all the all the apps that people have requested.
And I'm sure they're gonna have a guideline for everybody, what they're gonna have to do, and we're probably gonna have an inserts with everybody, you know.
We're going to have trainings.
Libraries.
And that's what that $30 is a year that you all are paying. They're going to use that to have trainings with you all and show you different things.
And we can do
and
it
how to
in
use
transition
them.
classes, because we can go to the library and
Yes.
they help us.
Yes, we can do
That's
all
an
those
advantage.
trainings.
So the disadvantage, we don't get the January, but the advantage is you're gonna have a 3.5 years.
Yeah.
I don't have to mess with picking it up and none of that stuff.
And you're the first class to do this. So.
I get mine on Friday, so I told them I'm gonna let them play with
only
it. every day.
freshmen are gonna have it?
Well, we're starting with freshmen. There might be a few other classes
Awesome.
that are getting them, but for the majority, it's just freshmen right now. And then in August, they're going to start giving them out to other students. But you're the first class. If all of you are going to get them, and in the Valley, no other school district is doing any kind of initiative like this where every student is getting the iPad.
Just this high school's doing it, or?
I think all 3 high schools are doing it, but just this school district. So all eyes are on us, not just locally, but nationally. We've made the national news about this because everyone's watching to see, okay, how's it going to work? Are they going to get stolen? Are they, what's going to happen?
I think the
We're
kids
counting
are
on
good.
you guys
I
to help
think
make this a
we
success.
do a lot of talk about that, about the security of each one. And I told them, guard it with your life. Because this
Yeah,
is
well, maybe
yours.
not your life.
But still, guard it with like it's your
Yeah.
personal tool. That I think if they guard their phone like they do that, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
But I told them there's going to be a few people that see there, they'll pick it up.
And they'll steal it. We had a case just yesterday where someone had their iPod stolen out of her purse when she went to the restroom. So you can't just think that because it's in your backpack it's safe. You got to really keep an eye on things. Okay.
If I want to do a better job next period, come in third period, do a better job. I already have practice.
This was your practice? Okay. Does anybody else have any questions or anything you want to say? I've got the video camera on, by the way.
Oh,
Anybody? Okay.
no, but I think it's good.
Well, we'll as we get more information, we'll be passing it on to you. Ms. V is going to be meeting with all the freshmen and talking to you about this, and probably next week. She wanted to do it before the holidays, and so
The holidays is quick. It's already over, just about.
hopefully we'll have a lot more information to disseminate to you because a lot of these decisions are still being made. That's what we don't have answers for you because they're not sure. This is all new.
Are you getting 1, 2 Friday?
No, they left us out.
Well, if anybody, one of my kids doesn't apply to he's not successful in his classroom, doesn't do his work, I'll let you know.
All right. Well, we bought our own in the library because you guys didn't get us one, so we got our own. And yesterday we got a box from Apple. We were so excited. We were tearing it open, and it was just the covers. We were like, "Duh."
For what?
For the iPads. We ordered covers for ours. Haha.
I gotta go buy one right now.
Okay.
Let's buy it.
Well, if y'all have any other questions, just come by the library and we can help you.
I need to buy it, so I can go buy it tomorrow. I need to buy it tomorrow and go buy it. Best Buy.
I can lend you the one that I have. It's just a front cover. You want to just take it with you so you can show that you have one. But then you have to buy one.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go buy mine as well. But I'm saying, do you recommend we just ask them what the cover I'm looking for? Or you want to show it to me first? And
I can show you what we have. It's called the Smart Cover.
So when you come back with that third period, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, that one, Coach. They have one that you slip the iPad in and like it has a front case, and when you turn the case over, it works as like a stand.
Yeah, that's what that one is. It's the Smart Cover.
It's called Smart Cover.
Yeah, but keep in mind that even if you have a cover, that doesn't mean that it's safe from if you drop it. Our band director, one of our band directors, she said she dropped it. It fell off the nightstand at home. It was her personal one, and it was in the cover, and the screen still it wouldn't turn
They're
on.
very delicate. It's like your
Yeah.
cell phone.
So you
They'll
got to be
fall and
careful.
break.
I think they're more delicate than the cell phones.
Isn't there one with the keyboard?
Yes.
Yes, you can order on eBay too the cover and the dock with a keyboard. So that's more expensive, but you may want it. But it has the virtual keyboard, like the cell phones.
Already,
So, but if you want the actual keyboard, you can order that.
You bring it, I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah.
I don't want to go buy it. I want to look what I'm buying. I don't even know.
Do I go with her, coach, to bring it?
No, she's gonna come by.